Guys, it is about 7:20 and I am just at a coffee shop. I have just submitted the proposal for book 2.0 and I have done some work on a research proposal, tentative work on a research proposal, and I am about to go and have some dinner and a glass of wine to celebrate the submitting of the book proposal and sending it off with good vibes. I'm not feeling very good vibey recently, but that's quite good. I'm really pleased. Hey guys, it's Tuesday afternoon and I've finished teaching for the day. Now I have some prep to do for my lectures later in the week. I have got some scheming to do for a game I am developing for the third year dissertation cohort. But right now I'm going to redo my Gantt chart and my research pipeline. They are ready for updates. My book proposal was sent off. It has now been sent out for review, which I'm so excited about, and it is so nice to have that done. I feel like this is the process that I should have gone through 18 months ago. I feel really at ease with this having happened, which is really nice because I have been struggling recently, sort of with the realization that this, could be the last time I teach, and that would be so sad. And looking at my research proposal and thinking maybe I'll never get to do this. If I can get this book out, then that will be a nice closure for me. I really want this to be something which is available out, and I think it's good, interesting work, and I hope that I'll be able to take the next step as well. But right now I'm going to do the Gantt chart and then I'm going to start scheming. Hey guys, it's Wednesday afternoon. I'm just leaving King's. I'm going to head up to the Institute of Classical Studies and do some work on my ancient slavery lecture for tomorrow. I have a cold, so I feel awful, so I'm going to stop at Boots and get all the drugs so that I can function as a human in the world. I've just had a really lovely lunch with a friend, someone who I did my PhD with, so that was really nice. I am feeling relaxed and also feeling a bit stressed. I think my first years are much more stressed about their essays than any other group of first years I've ever taught, and I feel like there's been a real shift to real assessment driven culture, which is one of the things that I suggested to one class was that maybe they spend reading week reading a text that they haven't been assigned, that they think that they'll enjoy, or that might, broaden their knowledge base in some way. So maybe if they've liked reading Aristophanes, try reading some Menander. Or if they've really liked reading Herodotus and Thucydides, try reading some Xenophon. Things like that. And the response that I got back was really a bit but we're so worried about our essays and things that maybe shouldn't we spend our time reading for that? And yes, of course they should, but at the same time, the fragmentation of the way that they put their degrees together, it doesn't really encourage broad thinking about the ways that what they learn in Intro to Ancient Philosophy relates to what they learn in third year ancient slavery, for instance. So that's been interesting. I am just about to walk past Pret, so I'm going to stop and get a coffee. So I will sign off and I will see you guys later. Good afternoon, guys. I'm just on my way to pick my daughter up from school. Not really school, it's half term. From the half term holiday program. And I just wanted to check in with you because I have started getting really, really excited about getting back to work on my Athena article. And sort of making some strides with new research. That's such an exciting thing to do and to be thinking about. Do you know when no one ever tells you that not writing a lecture is more work than writing a lecture? Oh, but I'm feeling really happy with how my class for the second years tomorrow is coming together. It is a bit more work than just writing a lecture and organising, seminar discussion points or an activity, a specific activity for the seminar portion. But I think it's going to be really good. I'm really excited. I hope they're going to be really excited. I think it is going to be a really great way for them to sort themselves out, to figure out, and also gain confidence that they actually know a lot of stuff, and they do. But they really rely on being told information, which is understandable. Like, they're second years, they're students, they're here to learn. They have a really great attitude towards learning. And that's why I think that it's really going to work with this class, because they do have a really great attitude and they are really committed to learning. I think once they realise that actually they're going to get more out of this style of class than me yammering onto them for an hour, I think they'll realise that it's a huge benefit. Third years this morning were all right. I did have to get a bit shirty at the beginning, like they're third years and I should be able to ask them their opinion on an article and to get something back that's not just like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed reading it. I do tend to pitch myself as like a fun, casual lecturer. I don't like to create a hierarchy in my classroom, an artificial hierarchy in my classroom. But I shouldn't have to do so much work. And that's not to say that, that always happens. I get it. It's 2 days before reading week. They're tired. I was tired. So not too shirty, I should say. This afternoon I am going to finish off the class for tomorrow's second years and keep working on this activity for the third year dissertation cohort. Tomorrow afternoon I'm going to start doing new research again. So I'm really excited about that, and I just want to get everything squared away before that happens. I've just come from the relaunch of ECR Chat. We had our first chat today about what being an ECR means, about career planning, about the positives and negatives, and a little bit about the future, soliciting suggestions for the future of ECR Chat. So I'm going to link to their story file below if I have done it. If I haven't done it, I won't link to it. We're going to alternate the times for ECR Chat so that hopefully the largest amount of people will be able to attend at least some of the chats. So while some will be in the UK morning, some will be in the UK evening, so that we can get Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, America. Particularly, they are the audiences that we have particularly got in the past. And obviously, UK time zones generally work for Europe fairly well too. So we do tend to get Europeans at both times. So I am going to go have some lunch, and then I'm going to get back to organising the second years and the dissertation cohort. So I'll see you later. It's Friday afternoon and I'm now officially on reading week. It has been a long day. I always find Friday a long day because I teach first thing in the morning And then I have quite a long break until my second class. And by the time I sort of finish, it feels like it's about 9 p.m. and I'm ready to... I always think every time I leave King, so my last class finishes at 2, I always feel like it's about 5 and I go, I could probably just go and have a glass of wine now. And then I look at my watch, I'm like, no, I can't. Today has been really good. Had the first full student-led workshop style class with my second years today, which I was so nervous about. This is the first time I've walked into class with nothing. No lecture, no PowerPoint, no handouts, just nothing. But I will also say that I have never spent more time preparing for a class than I did preparing for this one. And I think it went really well. I was so happy with how the students discussed, analysed, critiqued. I was so thrilled with how it turned out. I really class it as a massive win. I will be doing a video on Wednesday, my first of the kind of sit-down videos. Will go up next Wednesday about how I approached this, what the theory behind peer-led teaching is, what kind of preparation I gave them, what kind of things I asked them to do, all of that sort of stuff, and what my plan is for the rest of term. I have put up an abbreviated syllabus on my website. I'll link to that below, so you can have a look at that if you are interested in it. They thought it was hard, and I guess that's part of the point. One student afterwards did comment that it was hard because it's something that they're not used to. They're used to sitting down writing for 2 hours, listening to a lecture, taking it in. They're not used to active engagement, active analysis. They're not used to having to teach each other. And that is something that I will really have to figure out a way to overcome. And I'm really going to try and do that in conjunction with them. I do want to keep going with this method. I think that this class is really ready for it. But I also don't want them to get too stressed. But it should be hard, right? And it's fun when it's hard. And I want them to be at a place where they recognize it's hard, but they also think it's fun. So that's sort of where I'm at with that. Now I am going to head to the Institute of Classical Studies. I'm going to do some work on my own research, brand new research. I shouldn't sing, I have such a terrible voice. I am reading Jennifer Larson's really wonderful Understanding Greek Religion. I'll put the reference to that below for anybody who's interested in it. I've talked about it at length before in the vlogs. I'm going through that and thinking about things. I don't want to get too far into new research just yet because next week I really need to start thinking about the next chapters for the book so that by the time I get there, that everything is really up to scratch. I'm not going to start working again on the Athena article for probably another 3 weeks, is my general thought. But you will obviously know when that happens. I will let you know. I can't remember if I said this. I need to start working on the Athena article again because I'm giving a paper based on it, sort of the next paper from the paper I gave in Roehampton a couple of months ago at the Classical Association conference in April next year. So that will be good. You will hear all about it. Look out for the pedagogy video and I'll check in with you over the weekend. Bye. Morning from a cloudy and grey West London. I am just heading off to my local coffee shop.
I'm going to have a coffee, wake up a bit, and then I'm going to do some reading. I am getting into the bit of the Larson book where she discusses the Panathenaea. This is the reason that I wanted to originally get this book, and then I got a bit overexcited by how amazing it is and reads. After reading the introduction, I just kind of kept going. So now I've realized that I need to skip to the section that I need to read for my work, and then I can go back and read the rest of it at my leisure. So that's the plan for this morning. Very relaxed weekend this weekend. We are going to have family dinner with my partner's family. My daughter is with her dad right now, but she's coming to dinner with us tonight. And then tomorrow I think we're just going to hang out. We need to start sorting the house out. We still haven't unpacked. So after I take my daughter to swimming lessons in the morning, I think we're just going to spend the day sorting her bedroom out, but also sorting the rest of the house out, doing the bookshelves, getting some of the books unpacked, because it's getting ridiculous now. We are coming up to having been in the house for 2 months and we are still not unpacked. So that's pretty much what is on the agenda for the weekend. Next week is reading week, although I have a lot to do, as I'm sure everybody in reading week does. So I will obviously let you know what all of that is as the time comes. I'm going to sign the week off here because I'm not really going to be doing all that much else apart from tidying and unpacking and relaxing. So thank you for coming along on my week. Please let me know if you've liked this weekly vlog. I want to keep vlogging in some capacity, but as I said in the last video, doing the daily vlogs means that I don't have the time to do some of the more detailed research and pedagogy videos that I want to make. And that I want to sort of experiment with how I can use this channel as a way to kind of tap into and contribute to broader conversations, both within my discipline and sub-discipline, and also within higher education more generally. So let me know if you've liked this week, and I hope you've had a great week, and I will see you on Wednesday for the first pedagogy video, and I'll see you next Sunday for my next weekly vlog. Have a lovely week, guys, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.